All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Assembly. It's so great to see each and every one of you. Today is something a little special. Today we are celebrating professionalism. As you know, this month was Career Emphasis Month. Who here went to the Success Closet? All right, who here went to the Success Closet? Yeah, all right. So it's still open. It's going to be open today till 3. And today you can get as much as you want. It's the limit is limitless. So check it out. But today we are going to be having a professional fashion show followed by some amazing presenters who are going to be walking us through how to get prepped for an interview from Civitas Senior Living. And to start us off, we're going to watch a video from North Church followed by a survey by Braxton Molina.
Do you believe in miracles? I do. My name is Cami Utman, and over the course of the last 3 years, I have been traveling the world documenting genuine miracle stories. No, not the work of snake charmers or magic potions, but authentic miracles of people's lives being totally transformed by the grace of God. I would like to invite you to come with me on a journey of hearing about miracles around the world. Learn how you might experience some of these same miracles in your own life. Learn how to find a sense of peace and hope when the world feels like it's erupting with fear and turmoil. I will be sharing amazing stories and revealing how the Bible provides us with hope, certainty, and a calm assurance for the future. Don't miss out on this opportunity. I personally invite you to come worship with me on October 9, 2021, starting at 9:30 a.m. at the North Seventh-day Adventist Church, the oldest Adventist church in Texas. Bring your best potluck recipes, your chairs, and blankets. We are going to have a beautiful day together, learning Texas Adventist history, embracing our inner cowboy and girl, while eating Chuckwagon peach cobbler. Let's celebrate the delights of Sabbath and our personal relationship with Jesus. I'll see y'all there.
What's up, Southwestern? Is this on? What's up? So, as I announced last week that we're going to have these surveys, right? But I only have so much time, so I just want to explain what's to come and what we're doing right now. So I've been working with SA, so hopefully that we can collab and basically improve communication through taking polls. Quick, simple polls, shouldn't be annoying, like probably first 5 minutes of assemblies would be super nice, right? So the polls that we're going to do right now is going to basically be for the workshops to come. We want to make sure that we're doing relevant workshops, ones that y'all actually care about, and like, you know, the adulting stuff, like buying a house, or for me, like buying real estate. I would love to go to that, you know. So we want to make sure we're focusing our attention and making workshops that are most effective for y'all. And then with the polls, identifying like priorities that should be seen as priorities on campus, right? So let's get into the poll. So they should all be sent to you, and then we're gonna have it right here on as a QR code that you can scan. So they're gonna be sent to you through text as well, so be on the lookout. So the first one is basically the workshops. Let's see what type of workshops y'all like. So please pull out your phone and take this real quick. It should only take about 2 to 3 minutes if you're fast. And then the next one, these next ones are basically to identify which Instagram followers or Instagram profiles y'all are following. These are like our main Southwestern accounts, and you can get a lot of the news updates, like Vitor and his team do the essay page, and there's like a huge, in the highlights, there's like this huge upcoming like highlight video that you can just click on, and it shows you all the things that are happening, like Six Flags this weekend, and the state fair coming up as well. So be on the lookout for that, because we do have communication tools, but we don't have much traffic. So I encourage y'all to screenshot these and follow them on Instagram. All right, and then the next one. And then, so all of this is to support the things that we have on campus already, like make event planning easier. How do you get your information easiest, right? Is it through social media, here at Assembly, through emails? I think emails are dead, you know. Posters or those billboards. When we're thinking about billboards, think of like the scale building. There's a bunch of posters there, right? So anyways, I think I'm almost out of time. So I want to make sure that I tell y'all like that all these results are going to be posted and recorded by essay so that our voices are echoed. They don't just like stop here, right? Our voices are heard through these polls, and then it's all recorded so that administration and student body can all look at it to, you know, go back to and say, look, this is a general consensus of where our school is at right now, and we deem this as a priority. Can you see it as a priority as well? And it's all to support and get constructive criticism, because we're all adults, not to point any fingers, right? And again, Keith has 60-second videos. If you want news updates and everything, definitely go on the essay page, or actually that's on the Southwestern page. But I think I'm about out of time. Got about 1 minute. But I think that's everything. I'm looking forward to doing polls with y'all again. We're gonna get into a little bit more deeper stuff, you know, actually stuff that we deal with every single day, challenges that Southwestern faces. So I hope y'all are ready for that. And without further ado, let's get into the rest of Assembly.
Thank you, Braxton, for helping Essay to get to the communication with you guys, to get to know better of you and serve you guys better. My name is Yuhu, and today I'm here to introduce our guest from Civita Senior Living. They're gonna be here and show us exactly what to do and what not to do at a career fair, which is happening next week. So be prepared and then let them put the show on. So I have Anthony Hill and Emily Anderson with us today. They're both from Civita Senior Living, and Anthony is a vice president of people operations, and Emily is the people operations manager. They both are very talented and worked in the industry for years. So Anthony, he has overseen and had the talent management and learning and developing initiative for their 2,200 plus employees. Maybe you can become one of them. And his background consists of sales and operations management, including 10 years of a management experience working in the senior living industry. So if you're interested, that's the guy you want to go talk to. And Emily, she's background is in administration and management. That makes her an effective leader with Civita's organization. And I got one fun fact for Emily. She has spent over 1,000 hours in the last years interviewing, reviewing resumes, and hiring passionate team members at Civitas. So if you got resume questions, that's the girl to go. So thank you guys for coming for us. Let's give them a warm welcome.
Southwestern, how are you today? Great. I know you're super excited to be here to talk about one of my favorite things, which is standing out in a crowd. So I'm Anthony, and got Emily with us, so definitely excited to talk with you guys today about ways that you can excel at the job fair process. Just a little bit about Civitas Senior Living, if you're not familiar. We are a Fort Worth-based company. We manage over 50 retirement communities. And if you're not familiar with senior living, I would definitely encourage you to check that out, as it's a great opportunity, whether you're interested in nursing, management, business administration, chef. I mean, we've got opportunities for all kinds of folks. So we'll talk a little bit about that today. And we don't have a clicker, so we're just going to go to the next slide. You can tell I'm from like a small East Texas town because I say clicker.
Awesome. So today we're going to be talking to you about 4 major tips when it comes to coming to a career fair like the one that will be at the Paths Expo next week. So if you have not registered yet, do that. I'd love to see you there because I will be manning that booth. But today these tips can also be applied to an interview format as well. So please take these to heart. Those 4 tips are going to be research your companies, prepare for the employers that you are going to be vetting. The second would be to prepare to make a big first impression and make it a lasting impression. The third is mindset matters. And the final thing is to make sure to follow up. Next slide, please.
All right, so let's talk about ways that you can prepare for success even before the career fair takes place or even before the interview. And our first advice to you is to research the company that you are most interested in talking to. So you're going to have a lot of options at any career or job fair. And one of the key points to remember is that it's about quality and not quantity. If you are interested in a specific field or a specific company, target that individual and go straight for them versus kind of wandering throughout the job fair, just stumbling across folks. It's a great way for you to make the most use of your time as you're going through that fair. If you have business cards, I definitely encourage you to bring those. If you have a resume, you definitely want to bring a couple of copies of that with you. It makes a great impression when you show up prepared for the career fair. And if you're not sure what company to go after or what field to even look for, ask your college instructors. I encourage you to reach out and ask career services or even students on campus about companies that maybe offer training programs or internship opportunities, or maybe just have been great places to work at in the past, so they can give you those recommendations on which companies might be a good fit for you. Next slide, please.
So our next tip, of course, is to make a powerful first impression. So the first way to do that is, of course, is going to be your professional presence, your appearance. And you're going to be learning in your little professional fashion show up next some examples of professional attire to wear to an interview or a job fair like this. Also, bring breath mints, things like that as well. Bring a lot of questions that you feel are most important to you when you're vetting a potential employer. Some examples of that would be, what are your mission and values at your company? What sorts of training programs do you provide? And what sort of opportunities do you have for growth within your company? And lastly, prepare your elevator pitch, which is going to be just a minute, just a little pitch to sell yourself in a really short period of time. And if you've ever been to a career fair before, you'll know that we're visiting with a lot of people. We do have a limited window to be able to talk one-on-one with you, so make that time count. And then, of course, that elevator pitch can be used when you're sitting down in an interview and they ask you, tell me a little bit about yourself. Anthony, I think, has a great elevator pitch example for you.
Thank you, Emily. So if I were a student here at SWAU and I was meeting Emily at a career fair, I might come up to her and say, Emily, thanks so much for being here and supporting our school. My name is Anthony. I'm a business major here at Southwestern Adventist University, and my specialty is helping your business generate additional revenue through social media marketing. Would you like to make more money, and how can I be a part of that?
I love to make more money.
I think it's about creating value and showing that you can add additional services to their company and showcasing your skills. If you're good at something, then make sure that they know that before you leave that interaction with them. Next slide, please. So I don't know about you, but sometimes I get really anxious in large crowds. I get really nervous before I meet new people, and so it's really important when you're going into these job fairs, if you are somebody who's intimidated or nervous when going into those large events, you may tend to avoid those, but don't sell yourself short. Don't miss out on those career opportunities. Again, go in there with the mindset of, I'm going to meet 3 new people, or I'm going to meet a really great new mentor today. And if you want to take a friend along with you to help them encourage you and challenge you to meet folks, one of my favorite stories, and some of you may have heard this in the Profiles of Entrepreneurship class, Wayne Powell, our CEO, talked about how a way for him to get over his anxiety of meeting new folks was he would go to a mall and he would force himself to talk to the vendors that were in the mall. And I always appreciated somebody pushing themselves beyond those boundaries to learn a new skill set. And then again, it's important to pay attention to your body language and your nonverbal communication. If you look like you don't want to be at that job fair, what the employer sees is that person doesn't want to come work for me. They're not excited about being here. So it's important to make sure that you are exhibiting a very positive vibe. Next slide, please.
And then last but not least, it is so important to follow up. When you are coming to a job fair like this, have your resume, have the business card if you have it, and hand that to whoever is manning the booth. But like I said before, they are speaking to a lot of people. Pieces of paper go missing, things like that. So follow up with an email, attach your resume again, even write a little email of interest, a little cover letter. It goes a very long way. And then last, leverage your social media accounts. If you don't have a LinkedIn account yet, get started. Make that LinkedIn. Start connecting with business professionals when you're at career fairs, interviews, things like that. Follow us, Civitas Senior Living, on LinkedIn, and just build your network.
One of the things that I've loved most about getting to know the Southwestern Adventist family is how well connected you all are. And even if you think about 10 years from now, needing to know somebody who you may have gone to school with or may have attended a class with, building those networks are really great. You never know what opportunities may be ahead of you. And the people that you're meeting right now are going to have a huge impact on their career, their industry, and the world. So this is a great opportunity to start building your network and building those connections. Next slide, please. So Emily and I are going to demonstrate what a positive and a negative job fair interaction looks like. We're going to ask you for some feedback. So you might have to just shout out at us once we finish the first part of the skit, but we're going to get set up. Action.
Hi.
Hello, welcome.
My name is Emily.
Hi, Emily. I'm Anthony. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks. So I've actually done some caregiving at an assisted living before. Do you guys have anything similar to that?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a lot of career opportunities for people who are interested in either being a nurse or clinical care. I'd love to tell you more about it.
Great. Should I just take your business card or?
Yeah, absolutely. You can take my business card.
Awesome. Thank you. I'll send you an email.
Okay.
Thank you.
Does anybody want to tell us what happened, what went wrong? Did you feel good about that interaction? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Yeah. No, Emily was nervous. She had my attention, but she didn't expand on it. And then she kind of just took off. If I had a bunch of stuff up here, one of the things that we also see happen a lot is sometimes people do what we call like a swag swipe, where they just take all of our stuff and they run, which is cool. We want you to come by and like take our stuff, but we'd love to talk to you a little bit more before you do that. So we're going to model what we think a good interaction should look like.
Yeah. Something I wanted to touch on that negative interaction, of course, you saw my body language. It's kind of closed up and blocked off. Opening that up and having that positive eye contact is so important. So now we're going to demonstrate that. Hi.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you. I'm Emily Anderson.
It's nice to meet you, Emily. I'm Anthony.
So nice to meet you. So I was doing a lot of research about Civitas. I'm actually a business administration major here at SWAU. I graduate in May, and I'm really interested in working in administration, maybe for healthcare and hospitality. And when I was doing research on your company and followed your LinkedIn, I found that it was kind of a combination of both. So I was just curious what sort of career opportunities there are within Civitas.
That's a great observation, Emily. Senior living really is the best of being a fantastic business administrator, but also getting the opportunity to serve senior adults. So we have a lot of opportunities for people who love to crush goals and maybe work in sales, but then you get the benefit of taking care of someone's grandma or grandpa. So we have a really great management training program. We offer internship programs, and we famously have had many Southwestern Adventist students make a huge impact in our internship program. But we also have our manager and training program that I'd love to tell you more about.
That's amazing. And I'll connect with you after this and we can talk more about that if you want. I'd love to. So I was online, I was looking through all of your programs. I saw that you offer continuing education and things like that. Do you have any other employee programs that really promote growth?
We do. We have knowledge sharing programs. We have daily pay programs. We have over 15 different employee programs based on what interests you. So we can certainly talk more about that when we meet for our interview.
Fantastic. If you don't mind, I'm going to grab a business card, and then I will send you a follow-up email with my resume attached.
Yeah, I love talking to you so much. You can just take all of my stuff. All right, so was that better? Better? Yeah, Emily's absolutely going to get an interview and a job with me because she came prepared. She knew more about our company. And researching companies online is fantastic because if you are looking at a company's online reviews and employees are talking about, oh, this, we promote from within all of the time. If you are somebody who's wanting to quickly advance in your career, those are the types of companies that you want to engage with for sure. So thank you, Emily.
Thank you.
Next slide, please.
So as a reminder, on the 29th, we will be here. I will be manning the Civitas Senior Living booth at the Paths Expo. I would love to talk to all of you about all of the various opportunities we have within Civitas. Like Anthony mentioned, we have everything from IT opportunities, food and beverage, wellness, maintenance, kind of everything. I'd be happy to discuss those opportunities with you there.
Cool. Next slide. Definitely encourage you to connect with me and Emily. We're going to hang out here after the fashion show. I'm super excited to see that, by the way.
Yes.
If you have a resume that you'd like some feedback on, we'd love to take a look at that. Emily and I have looked at a lot of resumes. We can certainly give you some great feedback. Or if you're just interested in learning more about a rewarding career of working with senior adults, we'd love to talk to you about that too. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Awesome. Hey, Anthony, Emily, thank you so much. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel ready to crush a career booth. It can be very daunting, but it's not too hard, right? You just got to open up, have that confidence, and go do it. Real fast, just want to talk to you. We're going to have our fashion show as soon as we're done talking, but just want to introduce ourselves. For those of you who may not know, my name is Austin Powell. I'm the director for Pathways to Success, and this is...
My name is Eglae Sandoval, and I am the manager for Pathways to Success.
And so our job is literally to make sure you are ready for success. And so next Wednesday, we have our career fair. And so this week, we had the Success Closet. And I know many of you, we helped over 200 people this week dress for success. We gave out over 500 articles of clothing. And if you have not taken advantage of it yet, if you need really nice clothes, come on by. Today, the limit is limitless. So come on over, get as much as you need, and we just want to make sure that you have everything you need to succeed. So with that, if you can go to our next slide, next Wednesday is our Path Expo, our career fair. If we get that slide up there, Miss Sandoval is going to walk us through what we should do to prep for our upcoming career fair.
So for our career fair, it is very important that you register. Register, register, register. And why do we want you to register? We know that it is important for us to know how many of you will be there because we will be providing name tags for you. And these name tags are also there just to facilitate for the employers so they know who they're talking to, especially since we will be wearing masks. It is very hard for employers to communicate if they don't know your face, so we want them to know your name at least. So make sure to scan that QR code. Can we go back to the other slide? Everyone should have got a pink little piece of paper earlier with the QR code, but for those of you who didn't get it earlier, make sure to scan. All it's going to ask you is your name, last name, your major, and your year. Very simple. That's all the registration is. So that will be September 29th from 10 to 2. So make sure that you are dressed professional. Make sure that you are ready to build those relationships with future employers. Also, I encourage you bring a resume. If you really want to make a good first impression, bring a resume or at least have it ready so that you can email it to them really quickly upon the career fair, and it will be in the gym. So if you don't know where it's at, it's just straight down the road at the gym. Is there anything I missed when it comes to career fair? Okay.
Awesome. Now we can go to the next slide. These are just a little image of who's going to be there. we have over 50 employers coming just for you. And our goal is for you to have meaningful interactions, and honestly, we want you all to get hired. And so I have a quick little trick question for you. When is the best time to get internship? Aha, now. So if you are a freshman or higher, you should be looking for an internship. And I share this with you. I've almost been here for a year in this position, and it breaks my heart when I have students come into my office who've already graduated, and they're like, I can't get a job. And I'm like, okay, let's work this through. We can help you find a job. And the first question we ask is, okay, what internships have you done? And 9 out of 10 say, you know what? I haven't done an internship. So please, 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 make connection, make those internships. If you need help with your resume, if you need help, prepping for, talking to somebody for an interview, come by our office in Hagen. We are here to help you. So with that, we would like to start our fashion show here. And I just want to share with you, today we are going to be celebrating professionalism. So we have students, your peers, who are going to be showcasing what it means to be professional. Thank you. All right, all right. What do you guys think? Weren't they phenomenal? Now that is you for our career fair. When you walk in, I want the employers to see you with that music going on in their heads, like, wow, these people are dressed for success. They're ready for the internships, they're ready for the jobs, because Southwestern, that is who you are, and we believe in you. So we just want to thank you, each and every one of you, for being here today. Emily and Anthony are going to be sticking around to answer any questions that you have. Make sure if you have not yet registered for our career fair, please do so. We want to make sure we have a personalized name tag just for you. And again, if you need anything at all, our offices are in Hagen, and we're here to support you all. Thank you so much. You are dismissed.